And welcome back to Nafl Live. This is not Big Will. Week 10, big game, Seattle Seahawks, St. Louis Rams. We have Monday Night Crew rolling to St. Louis. What's that smell, you ask? That's not the beer brewing. That's the stench of the St. Louis Rams. At 1-8, they have the Seattle Seahawks soaring in town, along with GM and fellow Goonie member, Boss Man. We go now live to our on-site reporter, not Buffalo. Buffalo?
So how do you think this year is going so far?
I think the year's going great so far. I mean, with 4-5, I mean, that's not quite where we want to be as a team, you know, but you think of the additions that we got in the first round of the draft, 3 top picks in the draft, 3 in the top 10 or so. We're a young team. You know, we're a young team on the rise. 4-5, we're only 1 game out of the wild card. So, I mean, at 4-5, you can't complain with that. You know, the Seahawks fans, I know they want more, and trust me, we're going to give them more. But right now, I'm very satisfied where we sit right now in the NFC West.
And how's Roman George been like in the locker room?
Roman George has been a leader. And I know he's a young guy coming out of Fairfield, small university. But, you know, when you're 6'6", 240, when you talk, people are going to listen, you know. I mean, he's got an outstanding arm. He's got blazing speed as a quarterback. Kind of a dual threat. We hope to take advantage of that more as the year goes on. But right now, he's learning. He's getting his playbook down. He's got that down to a T. So hopefully it's nothing but good things for him.
And what can you say about Flannery?
What can't you say about Flannery? I mean, the guy's amazing. He is coming out of Minnesota, highly, highly touted. We were able to snag him in the 2nd pick. Dude's a beast. Breakout speed, 4.3, 340 combine. Are you kidding me? I mean, we've had no rushing here at all in Seahawks for the last like 10 years. I mean, it's been bad. We've had Ernie Yeater, you know, we had Bauer, we picked up Rayburg a couple years ago, and he's been great for us. He's a veteran leader. He's a good guy, but we need someone who can really get that ball going. And Lester is just tearing it up. He can receive too. So him out of the backfield, George back there. Like I say, we're a team in the rise. I feel good about this.
All right. And on the defensive side of the ball, it seems like the Seahawks are struggling a bit.
Yeah, that is our weak point, and you know it really is disappointing to have a weak point in a young team, because with a young quarterback, you want that defense to really keep us in the games. And our secondary is beat up. We're starting to age a little bit, show our colors here. We got Coffee. He's a great linebacker, veteran, leader, 11 picks last year, Pro Bowl. But, you know, he can't do it himself. And we need to get him more help, and either through free agency or through the draft coming up in 2029, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this team on the right track.
All right. And how do you plan on handling the Rams?
The Rams are a tough team. And, you know, don't get me wrong, they're 1-8. They're going through their struggles as well. But they're a young team as well. They have a new ownership, a new GM. And, you know, I hear he's doing good things over there. I hear he had a great draft. But, you know, Buffalo's got his hands full. But he's got a great running back. He's got a veteran quarterback. I mean, they're struggling. They're not hitting their full stride. But, you know, they can sneak up and bite anybody at any time. I mean, so you just can't look at that and then go past them. They're a tough team, and so we're just going to have to handle it best we can.
Thanks, not Buffalo. And on the opposite side of the field, first-time GM and fellow Goon Squad member, Buffalo. We caught up to him at the National Annual Cricket Convention to ask him about his struggles trying to turn his young team around. We go now live to our other on-site reporter, not Boss Man. Boss Man?
The St. Louis Rams are sitting at 1-8. What's the movement like in the locker room?
Well, no team wants to come into the season and midway through be 1-8. It's not necessarily a positive thing, but we're keeping an upbeat attitude in the locker room.
Now, when you inherited this team and you took it over, you got yourself a horse of a running back in Colin Whiting. Are you utilizing him the way that you had planned to?
Well, we're midway through the season now, and no, we haven't been able to get him the carries that we want to as each game progresses, because we get behind, and it's really not legitimate for us to try to run the ball, trying to come behind. And he's good out of the backfield catching the ball, so we can utilize him that way, but we're not getting him the carries that we want to.
Now, on the defensive side of the ball, Rendell Money out with a foot fracture.
Yes.
That's a big loss.
Yes.
How is your linebacking core, or even your defense in general, trying to cope with that kind of loss?
Well, he's still a coach on the sidelines for the whole defense, especially our linebacking core. We brought in a rookie middle linebacker, Van Cochran. He's really stepped up as a leader on and off the field, really making plays, flies all around the field. He instills confidence in our rookies, other rookies on defense. They see how he can come in and make a difference as a rookie and be a leader.
Speaking of leaders, you got Billy Andrews back there for your quarterback. Picked him up a year or so ago, 2 years ago. In this league, he's seen a lot, and right now he's seeing a record of 1-8. How is his attitude? How has his demeanor been throughout this tough start?
Well, when I started, he knew coming in that to the season that we were in a little bit of a rebuilding mode. He's doing the best he can with the receiving core that he has. He's not having the numbers that he wants, that we want to have him have, but he's doing his best. We struggle passing the ball because of our little bit of a weakness in our offensive line.
First-time GM in the NAFL this year. You got Monday Night Football coming up, Week 10, Seahawks, at your house. What do you got for them? This is a big stage. Everyone's going to be watching.
Well, we are going to come out running the ball effectively and continue to run the ball effectively and offensive side of the ball. And then defense, we feel like we can shut down their quarterback, their rookie quarterback. He's a rookie. We're going to send a lot of pressure at him and see how he handles it. We know they've got a stud at running back in Flannery. We're really just going to do the best we can to corral him. He's having a decent season so far. And hopefully come out of this one with a W.
So there you have it. Two young teams find their way to the top on Monday nights. All eyes are on this game, as it is rumored the commissioner himself, Cuckoo, will be in attendance. I know this is the only game I'll be watching this week. So from all of us, this is not Big Will, and this is Nafl Live.
NAFL.
What?
It's an acronym.
What's an acronym? Who made up this stupid?